Hello there, everyone. It's Phylecia, and welcome to our very first launch of How to Travel the World as a Speaker. So, this is going to be a daily live stream, and if you're slightly familiar with me, which most of you probably aren't, I actually used to live stream every day for the last 2 years, and I've always talked about how it was a great way to build your business, get subscribers, make money, and I figured I should take a little bit of this advice myself for my own business here. And I'm just so excited that you can be here. Hopefully, I'm trying out quite a few different things when it comes to sound, and oh my gosh, this is going to be kind of cool. So, the last time I live streamed, I just did it on a whim. But now that I'm a little bit more educated, I know how to do all these little funky tools. So I'm really excited about what kind of stuff I can make happen. Now, when I live streamed previously, when I live streamed previously, so I'm checking my sound, so that's definitely a thing I got to do. When I live streamed previously, I learned quite a few different things, and so we're just gonna do this. Now, for those of you who are brand new to me, you don't know me, hey there, I'm Phylecia Jones. So this is going to be a daily live stream called How to Travel the World as a Speaker. I run a company called iFind, where I actually go out and research speaking engagements for people, and I support speakers in leveraging their voice, leveraging their message so they can market their business, grow their business, and get out there on stage and, of course, travel the world. Now, when I started speaking, it was literally just a hack to grow my business. And then, of course, I figured out a few things of how I could keep traveling, because at my heart, I am a constant travel lover. I love traveling so much. And what I didn't realize was that this little gig that I had running my business, I could actually leverage this into being able to travel to different places across the globe. I've definitely done a lot of travel inside the United States. I've been able to speak over in the UK, Canada, all quite a few times. And, I absolutely love what I do. I'm a RV owner, so I've been able to drive my RV across country as well. So this entire show is going to be dedicated to, one, travel, and two, how to leverage traveling so that you can actually go out there and speak. So I'm getting my notes right now so I can tell you exactly what we're going to talk about. I have a dear friend named Chris Krimitsos. He is the founder of Podfest, and he wrote this book called Start Ugly. And starting ugly means, you don't worry about how your hair looks, how your makeup looks, the background, or the fact that you're wearing your 1980s animal print sweater. You just get started. And that is exactly what I did last time when I started live streaming. So a whole lot of this, I'm going to tell you some truths on how I actually go out for speaking gigs, but also just to encourage you. There's so many of us that have so many talents, and we're trying to figure out all these different ways that we can do all this stuff. And I just want to support you in doing any of that, and just bringing a little bit of entertainment. So I really don't know where the show is going to go. I've committed myself to doing this every day for at least a year. And why not? Why not? All right, so let me go find my notes so I can know exactly what I'm talking about here. All right, I actually pretend to be organized at times. I really do pretend to be organized. So, and I obviously I can't find my notes on what I'm supposed to be doing when it comes to this show. So yeah, we're gonna figure that out as we go. Now, for those of you who are, I should probably tell you who this show is for. This show is for my solo business owners, my entrepreneurs who have a spirit to travel. So those who are, building businesses around travel, building solo consulting businesses, definitely for my solo business owners. And one, you're looking for different ways to market your business through speaking. That's where I kind of live, marketing your business through speaking. And then, of course, if you are trying to leverage your message and your voice to travel, and it doesn't really matter. I'm one of those. Speaking can lead you to wherever you want to go. So if you want to get paid, you need to learn how to negotiate. If you want to just go to party, you negotiate for that. If you want to just be able to get in a room with some fancy people, you got to negotiate for that. So we're going to be talking a lot about that as soon as I can figure out what I'm supposed to be talking about. Because obviously, I use Trello for everything. And supposedly I had this board on on video marketing. Obviously, there it is. I found my notes. Y'all, I found my notes. All right, there you go. There you go. All right, so here's what we're going to talk about each day. So we're going to have a theme for each day, and then I'm going to just, come up with a couple of topics that we can kind of address. Now, since this is dedicated to speakers, or to not necessarily speakers, but those who want to leverage speaking. If you want to leverage speaking so you can travel the world, grow your business, or get whatever it is that you want. Now, on Mondays, which is today, Happy New Year. It's a new year. Hopefully it's happy for you, because the last year was, woo, a little bit interesting. So we're going to talk a little bit about that as well, and what speaking looks like, what live events look like as well. So just remind me. So on Mondays, we're going to talk about managing business as a speaker. So we're going to talk about those contracts, making money, those expenses, because as much as speaking is really cool to do, it ain't the cheapest thing to do. And we want to make sure you're not like running out of money trying to do that and look all great and everything. So we want to make sure that you stay on top of the business side of speaking. Tuesday, we're going to leave an impression. This is how to be a better speaker, how to be more energetic, how to upgrade so that you can go virtual, because right now that's what we got. Because the world, for my travel lovers, the world is a little bit different at this exact moment. Wednesdays, we're going to do a reality check. And this is, and I'm just going to give you some dirty little secrets when it comes to speaking. I've been in this game for a few years. I can't say I've been in it like 25 years or anything like that, because I'm only 12. No, I haven't been in it that long, but I've been in it long enough to kind of know some ins and out, whether or not you'll get on stage, who gets on stage, and, kind of what happens with all of that stuff here. All right, so we're going to do that on Wednesdays. And on Thursdays, we're going to do negotiating skills. Hands down, anything you want, especially when you're trying to leverage speaking to grow your business, you're going to have to learn how to negotiate. So I'm going to give you a few of my favorite books, a couple of little tactics that I have done so that you can definitely get out there and start negotiating. And Friday, we're going to talk about marketing as a speaker, websites, asking, one sheets, what to do, all of that. Saturdays, I'm going to do this on Saturdays and Sundays. Saturdays, we're going to talk about making money as a speaker. So you kind of see it's all about the same thing, how we're going to be making money. And then Sunday, leveraging speaking to get whatever it is you want. So Sunday is going to be a fun day. Of course, you can ask any question at any time. Ask a question at any time. I will be watching the comments. I'll definitely be watching the comments. And if you put something in and I don't see it now, I'll try to get back to it later, because there's going to be a lot of these. Absolutely a lot of these types of videos. So that's what we're going to be talking about. Now, you might be wondering, why should I watch you? Why should I turn on the notifications? Why should I subscribe? I should put a subscribe button somewhere around here. Why should I subscribe to this channel and get notifications to come watch you every day? Because you are amazing. No, here's the thing. Now, like I told you before, this entire show is sponsored by my company, or presented by my company, which is iFind You Clothes. Now, this company is the company I wish I had when I first started my business, being able to figure out different ways to get out there and market. I wasn't the best with social media. And to be honest, I'm still not that great with social media. And I didn't have any other way to really get out there. And I had a business mentor who told me, get out there and get on stage. Now, I was one of those who avoided. I seriously, I tried to avoid speaking as much as possible, but it was the one thing that absolutely worked. And inadvertently, while doing my business and using all of this to grow, somehow people kept asking me to speak. And what I didn't realize was that I could actually leverage this to kind of get a few things, get introductions, be able to travel, be able to take my husband with me to get paid, make money, make offers, all of those things, grow email lists. become known, notoriety, all that kind of stuff. And it has been a really cool adventure. Now, I have been in business 6 years in 2020, so it's 2021 now. So I'll be going on 7 years. My background, I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. So what up to all my folks in Alabama? I went to school in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm a HBCU grad, Morris Brown College, and I got my degree in computer science. And I got recruited to be a civilian computer scientist for the Navy. And that's kind of where my research skills kind of like took off. I can't say I was the smartest person in the room, but I knew how to find stuff really, really fast. And that's one of the skills that I kind of needed in the business, because finding speaking gigs was like really easy to me, because my brain is like, oh my gosh, there's the internet, like duh. And a lot of people are like, I don't have the patience, I don't know how to do it, and things like that. So who knew this skill was actually going to work for me? So I took after I went out to work for the Navy. I was in San Diego, California. So I worked for them for 11 years. And on the way, I eventually got my master's degree from the Naval Postgraduate School, and I got it in systems engineering. So I just doubled down on that math stuff there. And eventually I took an early retirement at 36 years old. So yeah, so my first business was around money coaching. So that's what I needed to get on stage to market. Paying off debt, how to grow your 401k, all that kind of stuff. So that's what I initially did. And where am I? So I took the early retirement from the Navy and moved to Denver. My husband and I, we threw a dart at the map because, we're just adventurous like that. Got married in a national park after I moved to Colorado. And within a couple of years, I took that early retirement, and that's when I launched my very first business. And it failed and succeeded at the same time. It failed because I sucked at sales. There you go. It succeeded because it turned into this other business. My previous live stream show was Ask the Budgetologist, and that's on my personal brand, which is Keep Up with Mrs. Jones. So I've kind of learned a few things as I went doing, or I just got more confused. I don't know. But one of the things that came out of marketing that business, like I said, it was success. It succeeded and it failed, was that it turned into this business now where I help find speaking gigs. Now, as far as getting on stage, I was actually pretty successful in that. I feel like this is just like a story about me, but eventually we're going to have at least 100 people joining us. So it's not going to be all about me, but I gotta set the stage. So why you got to listen to me? So as far as speaking, like I said, I tried to avoid it like the plague, but it was the one thing that was actually working. Every time I got on stage, I got another gig. And at this point, as of today, I've had over 124 speaking engagements. I think I'm right at 124 speaking engagements. I've had 2 TEDx talks, and maybe I should put those in here somewhere. Yeah, I'll put those. I'll put those in the comment box. I've had 2 TEDx talks. My first one was in 2017 or 2017, and all girls are great at math. And my second one was in 2018. No, 2018. No, it's 2019. 2019. Woo, 2020 messed up everybody's brain, y'all. My second one was in 2020 for TEDx Durango, and it was Tech Needs a Kardashian. So I decided that if I ever got on a platform that big, that I would always dedicate my talks to women in STEM and women in technology and what we can do to get more women represented in that world. So those were the 2 TEDx talks. I think the first one got about 6,000 views, but I got quite a bit of hate mail, which was interesting. Talking about math, I really didn't know that girls in math would be controversial, but that particular speaking engagement led to it led to me being on the TED Radio Hour. I was also able to, I should have all these little pop-ups but that takes a lot of work. I was on the TED Radio Hour. I was able to do a documentary about math in America, got the hate mail, and ended up landed a television gig off of that TEDx talk. And for 1 year, up until February when the world shut down, I was on there dishing out personal finance advice for Daily Blast Live. Yay! The crew at Daily Blast Live. It was an amazing experience to be on television for over a year. I miss my makeup artist. You have no idea. Those were like some really fun times. The second speaking engagement, the second TEDx led to about 34,000 views and quite a few negative feedback, but a lot of people, I did get a lot of love for that one. But that was really cool, being able to do those types of things and being able to leverage those. So a lot of those two particular gigs led to my paid gigs. So when I do go out and do a lot of high paid speaking engagements, it is around women in technology and and the things that we can do in our career to make sure that we have a seat at the table. Outside of that, what else has happened? Yeah. Oh my gosh, I've had so many other speaking engagements. I've done local. In those speaking engagements, I usually market my business. So sometimes they're free, but I'm able to make an offer. Sometimes that's called selling from the stage, or being able to get people on my email list. And and I figured out some ways to kind of make a lot of money doing that, even if I speak for free. So we're going to talk a lot about that on this show. And oh my gosh, and what else? I should really have some things so I could show you all of this cool stuff that has been going on. So let me move this over here. I got to turn on my other monitor. So I can move some things. I got like three things going. All right. And I got to move me over here so I'm not in the way. So I'm just always in my own way. You know what that's like? And I'm going to go and find a few things. So let's go. I think I got the TEDx talk down here. So yeah, so we'll go share screen. There we go. This is that's not me, that's a commercial. So this is my very first TEDx talk. And is All Girls Are Great at Math. It was a pretty cool experience. That was literally the first time I've ever been in front of, the room was 500 people. So that has been my largest speaking engagement at this point. And if you want to talk about nervous, oh yes, to this day, I still get very nervous when I speak, but I have to say it was an amazing experience. And if you are interested, any questions about TEDx, I am here to answer them for you. What else? In my second TEDx talk is here as well. This is my good friend, Dawn. Love her. She did the TED stage, like Big TED. So I'm going to bring her over here as well so we can talk about TED. She is a pretty amazing storyteller and an amazing speaker as well. So this is my second one. This is at TEDx Durango, and we talked about how tech needs a Kardashian. So that was a fun one as well. So I'm not doing all of this just to continuously talk about myself. I'm really just trying to lay down the credibility of why you probably should listen to me, because what I want you to really learn is that no matter, because we're always talking about speaking and not necessarily how to be a better speaker, but I'm going to show you iFind you close as well. Is not so much as being a better speaker, but it is making sure that you are consistently showing your credibility. So everything that I show you, everything that I talk about, and even if I talk about myself, I don't want it to seem like I'm just, trying to be, this extremely vain person, but I want you to take some tips and some clues, because when it comes to when it comes to negotiating for these speaking engagements, no matter, it really doesn't matter for what. If you want to get paid, if you want to travel, if you want to grow your business, if you want introductions, I want you to be able to take some clues to first show your credibility. Because we don't have live stages at this moment, it makes the world a very interesting place. And of course, for anybody, if you want to go see what we're doing over at iFind You Clothes, here's the website, ifindyouclothes.com. Yep. .com. And I see that my camera is messing up. I don't know what to do. And I've had a delay. So tech happens, y'all. Tech really does happen. Yeah. So if you want to see what's going on at I Find You Clothes, and like I said, what we do, we just send out speaking leads, and for $19.99 a month, you can come join us, and I will send you at least 20 speaking leads every month. Yay! Gosh, because I really do want you to travel. I really do want you to travel. Let me go ahead and switch back over here to me, because I'm pretty sure you don't want to just see me the entire time or see my website. But like I said, we're going to talk about so many different things here. Like I said, it's all going to be based on travel. And as you could tell behind me, that is my super duper travel map. I love it. I will put the link down in the description. This is awesome maps. I have loved every last map I've gotten from them. This is the bucket list map. So this is all the places I got them, found them on a Kickstarter. So they've been in business for some years now, but this is a push pin. I got a friend to mount it for me. I love this map. I think I have like 20 maps somewhere around my house. So not only will we talk about travel, I will show you photos from some of my travels. And so I'll have everything all nice and neat. So I'll show you some of my travel photos from the places I've been that was centered around speaking, like literally around speaking. We're going to have some great tips on speaking, being a better speaker, finding and landing these gigs so that you can get out there. Because I really want you to invite me. Like, seriously, invite me. Because, I mean, well, as soon as this pandemic is done, invite me. And once we all got our vaccines, I guess, just invite me. And I think this is going to be so cool that we're doing this. And also, I do have a course called How to Travel the World as a Public Speaker. Oh, my gosh. So many things here. I'll put that down in the comment box as well. So we're going to have so much fun. And this is just the launch. This is just the launch. So tell a friend about this. Tell them to tune in. What I think we're going to be doing is we're going to go live here. And we're going to go live over on Instagram as well. YouTube is going to be our home. So YouTube is our home. So for everybody else who's joining in from Instagram, they're going to have to come over to YouTube and hang out with. If they want to see all the photos, if you want to see all the photos, you want to see all the things, you got to come over here to the YouTuber, and make sure you subscribe so that you can get notifications. So we're going to go live every day around 7 p.m. Eastern time. I'm in Colorado, which is 5 p.m. Mountain time. And don't worry, most people in Mountain time have no idea where that is. We do have a couple of people over in the UK, so what's up? Now, typically I would go live early in the morning, but I'm going to go evening. So hopefully we get some night owls. Maybe we get some night owls over in some different countries. But I'm really excited. So like I said, we're going to be talking about all things travel, all things speaking, and how to leverage speaking so that you can travel. So thank you so very much for just hanging out with me. I'm in the basement because we are quarantining. This is my live streaming studio, and I'm about to knock my microphone down. I'm going to try to be sexy for you every day, but yeah, I actually work, so I don't know how that's going to go. I feel like I should be doing a hair tutorial or something, but we're not going to be doing that over here. But I'm just so excited about this. And yeah, the hair will be changing on a regular basis because I haven't figured it out. As I usually wear short hair, and there you go. This is where we are. So at this point is enough of me rambling. Now join me tomorrow. I'm going to pre-schedule this out tomorrow, which is Tuesday. I got to keep these days in mind. So Tuesday, we're going to be talking about leaving an impression as a speaker, especially if we're a virtual speaker, being energetic, because this is it. It's us and the camera for a little while until they can tell us we can run outside and lick each other at live events. But we're going to talk about leaving an impression. So every Tuesday we're going to talk about leaving an impression, and I'll let you know tomorrow exactly what kind of impression we are leading. So thank you so very much for hanging out with me. I appreciate you. I'm going to move you over. I'm moving myself over to the other screen. So if you see me looking back and forth, I got like multiple monitors. I got one here, I got one here, and I got one here. And I'm trying to keep up with everything, which some days I'm just not that great at. But I'm really excited about us getting together and doing this show. So like I said before, I am Phylecia from iFind You Clothes, and this show is Travel the World as a Speaker. We're going to go live every day except for the weekends. On the weekends, we're going to go live at 10 a.m. 12 p.m. Oh gosh, see, I can't get this down. 12 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Mountain, but during the week we're going to go live at 7 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Mountain time. I'm trying to learn how to put everything in Eastern time because nobody knows where Mountain time zone is. Obviously, I don't, but this is Travel the World as a Speaker. Join us here. Subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can stay up to date when we're going live. And tomorrow, we're definitely going to be talking about leaving an impression as a speaker, but I appreciate you. For those of you who watch, and for those one of you who watch live, thank you so very much for being here. I'll see you, gosh, I can't say bright and early because that's what I used to say. I'll see you tomorrow evening. Bye.